Hi betting experts, on Saturday June the 10th we've got 6 races covered live on ITV on Saturday. The best of the action from Beverley and Haydock. Fast ground expected at both, been watering to keep the jar out of things. Hopefully we found a couple of winners. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap, sponsored by Bet365, runs in the 150 at Haydock, the Achilles Stakes, a listed contest over 6 furlongs, and I think all the King's men will take an awful lot of stopping here under Ryan Moore. Now George Bowie's got his team in terrific form, and this consistent and progressive performer I thought was a real eye-catcher at Epsom last time out, over a mile, if anything racing a bit too freely under restraint in a poor early position, and I thought he did very well to take third inside the final furlong, looking all at sea on the track, and much better than that finishing position suggests. Now he does drop right back in trip here to 6 furlongs at Haydock on Saturday, but Moore's booked. I think they might breeze along on him. He's a strong galloper and he's got plenty of speed. I think this might be exactly what he needs, and hopefully the fact that he's been beaten in a handicap and is now in a listed race will mean his price around 4-1 stands up. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Bet365, runs in the 205 at Beverley. This is the Hilary Needler, a Fillies condition stakes for 2-year-olds only, over 5 furlongs. Well, Midnight Affair comes from another yard who've got a very strong hand this summer, Richard Fahey, especially with his juveniles, and this 2-year-old went straight into the notebook as one to follow over the next few months when making a very promising debut at Newmarket in May behind Soprano. If you watch that run back, she saw no daylight at all there under a patient ride, running on strongly just for hand riding to take second inside the final furlong. I think she'll leave that form well behind, and I think this stiffer uphill finish at Beverley will definitely suit her. I'm pretty confident she'll run a really big race. The remaining 4 races on ITV, over to Haydock, the 225, a handicap over a mile 4. Cumulon Nimbus comes from Charlie Fellow's yard. Doesn't have that many horses these days, Charlie, but they're going particularly well. This one is best dominating things from the front, which is never a bad plan of attack round Haydock. Get against that far rail and keep galloping. It's very hard for others to go past, and he comes into this Class 2 handicap in career best form after an impressive win at Hamilton last month. Back to Beverley for the 240, another handicap over an extended 7 furlongs. Gone for a big priced one here, Satin Snake, trained by Adrian Keatley, who's really shrewd, places his horses carefully. I think it's significant he's booked Kieran Fallon. This one's been running himself into peak form in recent weeks. I thought it was a lot better than the bare result when 6th on the all-weather at Kempton last time out, not really getting involved under a negative ride. I think this stiffer track and fast ground should suit ideally. He's 100% fit. I'm pretty confident he'll give his running again. Back to Beverley for their 2-year-old trophy race at 3:15 for Colts and Geldings. Obviously for 2-year-olds over the 5 furlong trip, well, Fusterlandia comes from the Richard Hannon yard, and their juveniles always improve dramatically from their initial run, and this strapping colt I thought shaped really well when finishing second at Leicester first time out. He was unfancied there, but the pair of them pulled 4 lengths clear of the remainder. Golden Mind, the winner, I think is pretty useful, and I think he's well worth his place in this valuable prize with Kevin Stott, who had the choice of a few at declarations, booked for the ride. And finally, the Group 3 John Gaunt Stakes at Haydock, 3:35 over 7 furlongs. Again, I've gone for a bit of value here. The Wizard of Eye comes from a yard, wouldn't be known for group winners, Stan Moore, but he's a useful performer. He's had excuses in warm company since making a really promising reappearance at Newcastle on the all-weather in April. I think he'll appreciate an attacking front-running ride round here. Although he's only won 2 of his 17 career starts so far, he's one of those horses too high in the handicap to be competitive in the sort of heritage handicaps, and he's probably not really good enough for sort of Group 2 or listed, but hopefully this Group 3 is a good fit. Kieran Schumacher booked, hopefully make all the running against the far rail. Best of luck with all 6 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.